Hey, Coach, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Things good?
Good. That's great. Coach, I know it's been an active off-season, transfer portal, outgoing, ingoing players. What's that process been like as you welcome a few new faces here in recent weeks?
Well, it's been something different for us. We haven't had that much turnover through our program, but it's happened all over the country, so it's something we're getting used to. But it's been fine. Our guys have worked really hard, been diligent. Finding guys that we think will continue to enhance our program and our brand. And for the young men that are going other places, we're excited for their opportunities as well.
Can you talk a little bit about some of those guys? Maybe start with Lahat.
Well, Lahat's a transfer from Utah. So he's an experienced big guy. He's 6'10". He's very versatile. Kind of remember Bakke from last year. Very similar to Bakke. Very active. Runs the floor, can score around the basket. Defensively, rebounds outside of his area really well too. So we're excited to have him part of our program.
Michael Durr, what can you say about him? I know you're familiar with him from his USF days, but then he also spent last year at Indiana.
Well, saw him quite a bit, as you mentioned, with USF. We were always intrigued by him because we competed against him. He almost averaged a double-double in our conference. So 7-footer. He's skilled in the low post as well. He guards ball screens well, so he's a good defender. Also, like you said, a good rebounder because he almost averaged a double-double. And he brings experience as well. He has 1 year to play, so I think he brings a wealth of experience from the places he's been. We're excited to have him as part of our program.
Speaking of players you're familiar with in the conference, Brandon Suggs coming over from East Carolina. What do you like about his game? What is he going to bring to your team?
Well, we're looking forward to having Brandon be a part of our roster. Right away it's going to add defensively for us. He's one of the best defensive players in our conference on the perimeter, and that always excites me, as a guy that we can put on any perimeter player and he'll do a good job against them. Offensively, he's very, very skilled from the standpoint. He knows who he is as a player. He can make an open shot. He's very good at running the lane and finishing in transition. And so we're happy to have him as well.
These caravan stops, are the fans asking you when the big
we've been asked that a few times, and still waiting to see. I think our athletic director has explained it as well as can be possibly explained. So we know we're in the American this upcoming year, and then we'll figure out what happens after that. But for this 1 year, as I've talked to my team about and talked to my staff about, we're just very focused on being successful and trying to win the American Conference because we know that's where we are, and we know that's where we'll be next year.
What other things are fans asking?
Just really the same thing that we just asked earlier about, who are we, some of our players, that's something that people want to know about, the new world, the new landscape of how you recruit now because of the portal as well as college, high school basketball, trying to figure out, how to balance that, our high school players get enough attention because everyone's in the portal now. So we're talking about how we want to do that, how we balance our recruiting out to make sure we're taking advantage of both opportunities.
To round out the transfers of Theo Horton coming in from Pittsburgh, an experienced player. What does he bring? Theo
is a terrific player from the standpoint a really good shooter, can really score the basketball. He's had some really big games in the ACC, so he's played at a high level, so we know he brings that experience also. He has a number of years under his belt, so again, another player who's been out there in the trenches, so we think his transition won't be as difficult. So I think he really does a good job of giving us a player that's dynamic and that can shoot the basketball.
And Jalen Young, a point guard from Baton Rouge Community College. What is he bringing?
For Jalen, what we have is a player who's a true point guard. We wanted to make sure, we have Darius Johnson, who's been terrific for us, and he'll be a sophomore, so we're excited to see what he continues to do. But we wanted to make sure we brought another point guard, a true point guard, to come in and make sure that he's out there making other guys on the team better. He's a good facilitator, capable of making shots, but his job is to make guys on the floor better and to defend well.
How do these
NIL conversations, of course, we can't really have those with players other than the fact that we have an icon source on our campus, which is like a collective which guys are able to enter into, and from there they can navigate that and figure out what direction they can go in and who's interested in having them do certain things. On our end, we can't say we can provide anything. No, absolutely. I think it's good, for us not to have that on the table from the standpoint of us talking about things of that nature. So we're just excited that the young men have opportunities to figure out what they want to do. It's available on our campus. We're one of the only people that I think have someone that actually is on our campus that understands that process, that works for that company. So I think that's very exciting for us. I think we're, again, ahead of the curve in that regard.
What are you hoping to see from Darius Johnson? How do you avoid sophomore slumps, so called?
Well, I know he's working really hard, and I think one way to avoid the slump is to make sure you prepare yourself. When you come into a season like the one that we're coming into for the young point guard now and rising sophomore, everyone knows who he is. You think about sophomores traditionally in our program, everyone knows who they are the second year. So you have got to, be diligent over the summer, have an unbelievable work ethic. So if you don't grow your game, everyone around our league, they've scouted you a number of times. They know exactly what you can do and what you can't do. So I think he's doing a great job of preparing himself, which is the most important thing, by getting out there and working hard every day this off season.
You said 2 talented high school players that will be coming in this summer, the Hendricks twins. Just kind of talk more about them, as now they're going to be arriving on campus real soon.
So excited. I was just texting them a second ago. They're graduating high school, of course. We're excited about both of those young men. Of course, Tyler's a shooter, so he can shoot the basketball, but he's also long, he's rangy, he can guard multiple positions. As he gets stronger, I think he's going to be terrific in our program. And Terrell, of course, is a unique prospect. I think he was ranked 54th in the country, the highest prospect, I think, other than CJ in the history of UCF. So, we're really excited about having him as part of our team, because I think he's going to bring a dynamic flair about his game. He's versatile, he can go inside, he can go outside. And we're excited to start coaching him, because I think he's going to help make us better.
You just mentioned CJ. How important is his veteran presence with such a new face team?
Excited about CJ and his off-season. He's been working really hard this off-season. He understands, he's really a senior this year, even though everyone, because of the COVID year, you get it back. But he'd be actually a senior this year. So he understands the responsibility that goes along with that. He's working hard, he's leading, and these are all things that he has to continue to do. If you watched him last year compared to the year before, you saw the jump he made. He got better. And so we're expecting the same type of jump again this year for CJ, because his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Is it interesting how it seems like there's a lot of American-to-American transfers? You're the recipient of a couple. You have a player going to Temple. You had SMU's top player going to Memphis. Did you notice that it seemed like there's a lot of American-to-American?
Brandon, what I thought was, I'm a little surprised, because I didn't expect to see as much lateral movement. I expected to see up or down, but lateral was a little bit of a surprise to me. So we weren't sure if that would happen. But as we started, getting into the portal and recruiting guys, we recognized that people were interested in moving from one, team in the conference to another. And so we were able to find some pieces that we thought really could help continue to enhance what we want to do.
What's next year's non-conference schedule looking like? We've heard Orange Bowl Classic. I think Florida State maybe coming here. What are some of the games that you're going to have?
Well, Florida State is here. They're coming to our place this year, so that's a great home game. Excited about that. We've started a home series with home and home series with Ole Miss, so we start there, then they come here the following year. Looking forward to that. We're going down to the Bahamas, and in the Bahamas there's DePaul, there's Oklahoma State, and then I think they're still trying to determine what that third team is going to be. It's going to be a team of that caliber, so we're looking forward to going down there and playing 2 very good games as well. And then we still have the Orange Bowl, and the Orange Bowl, still working on that. Again, we know the type of opponent it's going to be. It's going to be another Power 5 caliber opponent, so that's going to be great. And we still have some more games left, and with that, we're in the process of negotiating one now. I think I can't really say it because it hadn't been done yet, but another Power 5 team that I think will be really good, and I think our fans will be excited to see. Because I think we can start that here, which would be a great start off.
Is that a different tournament than Battle for Atlantis? Is it a little bit? Is it a different one?
It is. It is only a 14 tournament. You'll end up playing 3 games, but it's actually 4 teams will go down there to play. That's it? I'm sorry, guys. Come on, man. It was too easy. Well, guys, enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy your Memorial Day weekend.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.